Hello everyone, today we are looking at one of these. This is a Philips PR800. Most of you probably don't recognize this because I think this was a fairly rare phone because this existed only in a handful of countries. I don't know which countries exactly, but I think a lot of the Germanic countries had these available. Switzerland, Germany, Austria, those sorts of places, and not many other places. So I actually have two of these because I bought one and then didn't realize that I had it, and then went out and bought another one. So yeah, I mean, as with having so many phones, occasionally you end up with duplicates. There is actually phones that I have probably got about 5 or 6 of the same thing, and every single one's boxed just because I never made a record of having bought one. So, but anyway, this is what the box looks like. This is a Philips PR800. Now, you might, if you're into cell phones like me, you might recognize this and think, well, hang on a minute, I'm sure this is a Logic and Dancall Logic. You're not incorrect. The Dancall Logic, of which there is actually 2 versions, looks identical to this phone, and I'll do a video about that phone at another stage. I do actually have both the versions. So this is what you got when you bought one of these back in the day. You got what looks like a very filthy, used, sexy velour case to keep your prized possession phone in. This is what the phone looks like. It's not got a battery in it at the moment. And this is definitely Philips. These phones take the big card, the big SIM card, the credit card size SIM card. You might be thinking, well, where the heck does it slot in? There's nowhere for this to slot in. But behold, this has got a whole door for the SIM card. And obviously, I'll just take any one of these SIM cards. The SIM card would go in like so. This is a GSM 900 phone, so this will still pick up service on GSM 900 networks. Currently, GSM 900 still exists in almost all of Europe, most of Africa. In fact, I don't know a single country that doesn't operate a GSM 900 network. The Middle East predominantly has GSM 900, as well as obviously, you know, 3G and 4G LTE. A lot of Asia has GSM 900 rather. I know Australia, I think, switched off their GSM 900 on one of the providers, and I think they're due to switch off GSM 900 I think in the next year or 2. So this will still pick up service. So I'm going to power this up in a minute. But it's got the token pull-out old school antenna. And this is solidly built. This isn't a flimsy phone as such. This is definitely one that you can throw around. This is quite dated. So what else you got in the box? You got some interesting shapes of plastic. Let me explain the story behind this. This is what remains of a battery, believe it or not. Like I said, I have 2 of these, and unfortunately, one of them had a battery which was not in great shape, and over the years, obviously, it leaked and it spilled goo onto the phone and various other things. It was a real, pardon the French, bitch to clean up, just because it leaked some sort of fluid. I'm not sure if it was acid or something else, but I had to remove the cells out of this battery, and this is all that remains of the battery, believe it or not. And this is obviously what the battery looks like. Or if you're smart like me, you have a second phone which is currently charging the battery, and that's what the battery would look like while it's on the phone. I don't think that the battery will hold charge, but I can still power the phone on with the charge. We'll do that in a minute. So yeah, and that's what. So what else you got? You got a whole bunch of pamphlets, some paperwork. You got a Let's Talk brochure. Digital handheld for GSM networks. I guess you got the same thing, just in German. So you got some basics there on how to slot the battery on, some menu stuff. What else you got? Phone book, call box. don't know what that means. Calling abroad, I think that says. Security. And a whole bunch of... Oh no, that's it actually. I tell a lie. So when was this printed? 1993. There you have it. So this is a phone from back in 1993. When you have quite a few phones like I do, you never remember really what year exactly these came out of. A good idea is always to look at the bottom of the manual to see when it was printed. In fact, that says 0293. So February 1993. I guess they printed this one a little bit later. In fact, the date in this one is inside. Where did I just see the date on this? I'm sure I saw the date somewhere. Did I not see the date on this one? You gotta be kidding me. I'm losing my mind. I swear I saw the date somewhere on this one. Okay, well, in any case, February, March, April, whatever, it's still 1993 phone. So, going by the manuals. And you got some folded up cardboard, which is the rest of the box, basically. What other pamphlets you got? That's as to the first time digital. This is something to do with the network. So yeah, this one obviously was used in Germany because it's got D2 Privat, which is the German service provider back in those days. Nowadays I think D2 is Vodafone, I believe, because D1 is still D1 Telecom, I think. And German O2 merged with E+, so E+ doesn't exist anymore. And O2 in Germany and E+ in Germany were GSM 1800, and D2 was GSM 900. So this is what the maps look like. It says beginning of 93, middle of 1993. This is, I don't know what that means. Plan and stand, November 1992. So I'm guess maybe that means planned for November 92. 8 watt, so I guess the white bits are where you can use your phone if you have an 8 watt unit or an 8 watt booster in the car. The black areas is obviously what's available beginning in 93, and the grey stuff is what they're going to do by middle of 1993. So nice little photocopied map. We like original shit like that. You got a guarantee pamphlet, not too interested in that. Anyway, what else we got here? Some other junk which I probably shouldn't show you, and that's pretty much it. And then we got some other stuff, marking, CE marking, some additional functions. I guess this is maybe actually the programming guide. I don't even know. Oh, there's an Ericsson booklet in here. What's that doing in here? So yeah, I guess maybe actually this booklet and that booklet should not be in this box. So I'm going to put that to one side. But anyway, let's look at the phone, people. I've been rambling for the last 8 minutes. So this is what the phone looks like. I power it up. You got the power button up here. And you know what? I just realized I'm going to need a SIM card. So let me try and find one that will work in this phone. For the simple reason that not all SIM cards will work in this phone. Because this is an older style phone, and the older style phones don't always like the newer style cards. So let me see if I can find an old SIM. I did actually have one. Here we go. So insert SIM. The way to do that is like so. This is one of my Keep Alive SIMs. No, it's not liking that. Oh yes, it does. It says insert SIM, welcome. Interestingly, it will only read the SIM card when you close the door. Now how about that? Look, the SIM card, it'll say insert SIM, and then the moment you close the door, it'll say welcome. So it's only reading the SIM once the door's shut. So that's pretty crazy. So I'm hoping this picks up service. It should do, because it's GSM 900. So menu is up here, so I guess you navigate through here. So you got redial, phone book, store, call bank, activate erase, I'm not too sure what that is. Read messages or erase messages. I don't think they supported SMS actually by the looks of it. Ringtone, tone level, key beeps, last call time. This is obviously all to do with timers. And services, network, PIN code, lock code, identity, language, and that's it. So the last one was obviously your phone setups and stuff. What else we got? So emergency call only. Oh, that's not very good. That's not very good at all. So redial, phone book, store. So let's go into the phone book, see if there's anything in there. Okay. I'm just going to put A just to see what it comes up with. BT Cellnet. This is obviously stuff that's stored on the SIM card. Move the phone a little bit closer. How do you clear that? There we go. So, oh, here we go. It's selected UK Cellnet. So it has picked up service. That's really good. It's beginning to... Oh, no, it's not. So why is that saying emergency call only? Okay. How about I try and call this bad boy off this phone? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Let me try and see if I can call this guy up from this guy. It says emergency call only. That SIM should actually definitely pick up service. In fact, when was the last time I used that? 12th of February 2017. So what is that? I used that out in Kuala Lumpur actually. So yeah, that would be a couple of weeks ago. Given it's I'm not even sure. No, 3 weeks ago maybe, something like that. So that should definitely pick up service. I'm not sure why it's not, but anyway. So go through the menu then. Let's go and see what else we got. Call bank. So select that. This looks like some of the old numbers that have been dialed. Please call. Not too sure what that means. Call bank. What is that about? Greeting. Okay, what does the greeting say? Record, listen. Oh, this might actually be voicemail. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like this phone actually has a voicemail built in. And I think the only other phone that I know has that is the Motorola Microtac Elite, where actually the voicemail is on the phone and not on the cellular network. That's pretty cool actually. So what else we got? So let's have a look. Read erase. Let's have a look, see if there's any. There's nothing. No, there's no text messages in there. Ringtone. Ringtone's always a good one. Rings treble. Ring silent. Ring bass. Let's go for bass, shall we? There we go. Nice bassy ringtone. Wonder what the treble sounds like. Ringtone. Silent obviously speaks for itself. Pardon the pun. Treble. A little bit high pitched, but I think you got a choice of two there. So, okay, select. I'm going to select. There we go. UK Cellnet selected. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So, what do we got? So, tone level. That would be your ringtone volume. Nope. Tone level I want. So loud, maximum, medium, soft. So you got a choice of 4 levels. And that's about as loud as it goes. So ringtone we've done. Key beeps kind of speak for themselves. Probably on or off. Yes or no. Yes. Keys beep when pressed. We all know that. What else we got? Last time. Total time set to 0. So this would be obviously a reset. Total time. So this has done 1,032 minutes in its life, which actually isn't that much. What's that divided by 60? That would be what? Well, 10 times 600. So 10 hours would be 600 minutes. So this is probably only done about 17 hours in all its life. And I don't want to sound funny, but I do that like in 1 month of cell phone use nowadays. So that's really not a lot. it is what it is. I guess cell phone back in those days was expensive to use. I'm not even sure why this is still asking me to select the thing, but well. But anyway, that's all I can say about this really. I thought I could place a call, but for some reason it's not letting me do it. Real shame if that SIM card's not working anymore. Let me try and call it off the other phone. So even though this says emergency calls only, I managed to place a call. Don't know if you guys can hear that.
Change your canceller bolt on 3 to activate your e-top-up card 4 or to change your tariff and get information on services and promotions press 5.
So I tried putting the volume up, and obviously this has moved the cable that I'm charging and has obviously killed the phone. But anyway, it does work. I mean, I just placed the call. It's a shame this doesn't have speakerphone, but it does definitely work. So, but anyway, got a funky connector there. If anybody can tell me the pinouts of this, I would be very impressed. I've asked around and nobody's got any info on the pinouts. This is such an old phone. I mean, from 1993, that, you know, chances are nobody's got any info on this. So, but anyway, give me the thumbs up if you like the phone of the video. As always, if you got any questions or comments about the phone, drop me a comment, and don't forget to like and share as well. And if you haven't subscribed, last week I gave away a bunch of these. These are wallets for your memory cards and SIM cards. I use a lot of these. These are my own 2 personal ones. All you had to do was email me your YouTube ID, and the first 6 people won one of those. I know it's not much, but it's just like, okay, well, I don't need them, and I'm sure someone out there will want one of them, so why not? So, but anyway, like I said, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.